Because if you miss your number, bitch, you got to start all over again. We may have 1,802. And if you ain't on point, you can say, hold the fuck up. They be calling in, shit be sound like this. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Everybody shut the fuck up. What you said? No, you said 102. That's me, motherfucker. I'm not starting back over. Hey, fool, you been a bitch at the club, she look like she's the one. When she take them lashes and shit off, you be like, damn, bitch. You want a real nigga, where the fuck is your eyelashes at? In the bathroom, nigga. I'm closing fucking doors. Nobody can judge me. So I'm in my house and shit. I'm sweeping. Come on, DJ, play that shit one time. I'm like this to the crib. Oh, that's my bitch. Ah, that's my bitch. And here she goes. I'm busting out. I'm like, oh shit.
My man Ricky Barrino, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. I'm here today with Ricky Barrino, comedian, actor, host, writer, producer,
yes, sir.
Everything.
Yes, sir. Stop.
Brooklyn, New York, in the building.
He ain't lying, y'all. He ain't lying. What's going on, bro?
Yes, sir. So, Ricky, man, so I like to start off my show with like the blueprint. The blueprint of how you got started, your foundation,
right.
who you are to who you are, who you became today. Right. With the path. So, let's start with the foundation, man.
All right. Typical thing, coming up as a young boy. I came from a huge family. My mom's had 14 kids. I was the youngest, but I was the one that always used to tell jokes and play all the time. Went to public school, class clown. Junior high school, class clown, went to high school, you know what I mean? And I saw something like, that made people enjoy it, you know what I mean? Me acting a fool, making faces and things like that. And I just ran with it. I was like, I want to be a comedian, after seeing like Red Fox, Mars, Maybelline, these are legends, Richard Pryor. And then I started studying these people and I wanted to be a comedian. And yeah, I am.
So, who walked through that path, the community path of when you said I want to become one? How did you learn? Who did you really study?
Cool. What I did was, like back in the days when I was coming up, they had DVDs and stuff like that. And I used to always, ask my pops to buy me, Red Fox and Richard Pryor. And I studied them in the sense of not the language they was using, but their stage presence, their timing. Because comedy, this is a gift. This is not something you can learn. You gotta have it. You can go to school for it, but when it's pure, it is a better outcome, because you communicate, you connect with the people that you're in front of. So I watched all these different DVDs. I started reading on, Richard Pryor, like Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Bernie Mac, all these guys, and I just took pieces and I watched. And I knew comedy wasn't just to get on stage and tell jokes. It's the timing, it's the connection with the audience, to hit it and quit it and things like that. So there's a lot of nicks and pieces that you have to do to become a great comedian. Because anybody can get up in front of people and talk and I got a couple of friends that think they're comedians, but they're not. You know what I mean?
Right.
They hood funny. Because when you're in front of people that, because I got a couple of friends that's live in the projects, live over here, that's hilarious. But when you get on that stage, it's a different, you gotta come with the plan. You gotta have a menu. You go to a restaurant, they give you a menu, they tell you what they serving. You gotta have that doing comedy.
So, study, you know what you want to do, right? I want to be a comedian. You study. Right. What was the first time you was like, let me get my butt on the stage to actually do this? What was that moment for you?
I started in 2004.
Okay.
I'm going on 20 years in comedy right now. Yeah, I'm going on 20 years. And I started in 2004, but that was like the birth of me being a comedian and to get not in front of my friends, in front of people that didn't know me. But although I sold out every show I ever did, bro, you know what I mean? Because it was my people that loved me, so they was there. So when I look at the videos now, I'm like, damn, that was corny. You know what I mean? But back then, they loved it, and they encouraged me to keep going. And then I started writing. So this DVD. This one I was special. I'm doing June 30th. It's my 5th one. So I look at the first one, the second one. I saw my growth. You know what I mean? The first one I wouldn't even show that one to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I feel about it. Because I'm like, damn, that wasn't even funny. My timing was off, but you know, you have support, you know, from the people. They're gonna laugh anyway. You know, so when I started watching my material, I started writing different. You know what I mean? And comedy is just reality of life things that we see every day.
Correct.
You know, we just take it and make it funny, right?
So your challenges, you know, in today's world is personal development, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's challenges and fears that people have to go through.
Mm-hmm.
What was your challenges that you went through as a comedian to then pursue what you really want to do in life?
My challenges it was more or less like getting to people to recognize me. You know what I mean? Like now, people know Ricky Barrino.
Right.
You know what I mean? So my challenge was, am I good enough? You know, do I have to get better? You know what I mean? I had this myth. It's not a myth. I had this thing where I used to always wear suits to all my shows.
Right.
I don't care if it was in the jungle.
Steve Hart.
Yeah, I came, but I look better than Steve. My bad, Steve. But you know, I came with a suit and tie because I felt like I'm going to work. You know what I mean? If you working in the office, you have Fridays is jeans shirt.
Correct.
It's jeans day. You know Monday to Thursday you can't wear jeans. You have to wear a shirt and tie, slacks, suit, whatever. And that's how I took it. So what I did was I said, you know what, I want to be different from the other comedians. So if people don't remember nothing else, they're gonna remember that dude was sharp in that suit. He was funny, but he was sharp. Cause like I said, you gotta lead people with something. You know, so that was pretty much my fear when I first started. And getting booed.
Being booed.
Yeah.
So, you know, you being from New York, in
Mm-hmm.
New York, there's Apollo,
Mm-hmm.
right, known for the Sandman,
Mm-hmm.
you get booed off stage.
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a moment where someone bombed that went in front of you, that you had to bring a crowd that
Mm-hmm.
was experience like?
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm asking this two ways.
Okay.
When a comedian bomb, I always tell them you didn't bomb,
Right.
you just have a good night. Comedy is like tonight, this joke may work for here. This joke may kill a house. And then next week, they don't even buzz.
Right.
So we gotta know, as a student of comedy, is to read a room. I learned how to read a room. I don't just put in my mind, I wanna do this joke, and I get here, and I'm like, nah, that ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? So I know how to switch the shit. I come out, I interact with the crowd. Once the crowd like your spirit, love your energy, they're gonna follow your story. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of comedians don't know how to do that. So I have been at a show where the guy did terrible. He did really, really bad. And I came out and I just did my say. You know what I mean? But the room went back to where it should have been in the beginning. So I went in the back and he was like, yo, bro, I bombed. I said, nah, but it's just, I heard him do that joke before. And he killed. But tonight it wasn't a room for that joke. So as comedians and students of the game, you gotta know how to shift when you walk in the room. This is why anytime I'm doing a show, I'm there early. I wanna see the vibe, I wanna feel it.
Right.
Okay, this welfare joke will work tonight, because there's some hood shit in here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm at Caroline's, I'm not doing the welfare joke because they not familiar with it. They are, some of them on food stamp, but you know what I mean?
Right.
It ain't gonna hit the way I want it. So I'm gonna talk politics. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk about the senators, you know, having these, you know, babies on the side and shit like that, you know, being a senator, why I can't fuck anyway. You know what I mean? Y'all the ones set up, you know, so I go in that area and they love it. So you gotta know when to hit a room with certain jokes and know when not to put, even though you wanna do that joke, but this is not the night for it. And a lot of comedians just come, I'm gonna do the joke, that's it, I don't care. And that's when they have a bad night. They don't bomb, they have a bad night.
So, what you think is the levels of becoming a premier comedian, a professional comedian? When you start off in you know, sometimes you treat somebody's house,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but you gotta learn a specific. Is it learning your own craft, being yourself, or is it learning from other people and making it your own?
Absolutely. It's just like, you know, a heart surgeon. He go to school for years, right? He go to school for years. He studied the heart. He can take that heart out of your chest. You can still be breathing, put a new one in every vein, every cord, and put it back together because he studied his craft. So the thing is, so you have these legend comedians that's out there. Go watch these guys. You know what I mean? Ask questions. There's a lot of young comedians today come to me and I love it. Yo, Rick, you know what you think about this? Boom, 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 boom. That makes my heart so happy. You know what I mean? Because even though I got 20 years coming, I'm still a student to this game. I'm going to be a student to comedy until the day I die, because there's always room to learn.
Correct.
Every time they call my name and come on the stage, my heart is a little, after 20 years. And I love it. I love it.
Same with this.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I love it because, you know why I love it? Because I'm not cocky. You know what I mean? I'm here to learn, you know, like a baby, they brains is a sponge. They everything you say, they take it in. With this comedy stuff, is you gotta study it. You can't just walk in it and become a superstar. You know what I mean? I look at Kevin Hart, I look at his life, how he started. It was a story he told when he was out in LA and he was trying to get put on and he's doing this, and you know, he wasn't working, so he stepped out on faith. God is good. You feel me? And he stepped out on faith, but he didn't have no job, so his mother was paying his rent. Right? So Kevin was calling home. I'm telling this story, Kevin, I hope you hear it. I'm telling it, you know, he's calling home. Mom, my rent is due. She said, did you read your Bible? Yeah, Mom, I read the Bible. Okay. Another week went by. Mom, I didn't get the money order for my rent. I'm gonna get kicked in the street. Did you read your Bible, Kevin? Yeah, Mom, I read the Bible. The moral of the story, 7 to 8 months went by. One day he felt rock bottom. He opened up the Bible, guess what? The money orders was in there for his rent. You see what I'm saying? So his mother was giving him the rent money anyway, so he stepped out on faith. So this comedy thing is like, you gotta step on faith, but you gotta want it. You gotta study it. Anything you want in life, you want this job, you want to be a conductor, you gotta go to school to be a conductor. You want to be a lawyer, you gotta go to law school to be a lawyer. Comedy, you gotta study the legends of comedy. You know what I mean? And the one that broke the ice with comedy was Richard Pryor. Even though we had Mars Mabley, that was before our time. And she was, oh my God, her mouth was the woo. But I went back and her standard was in black and white. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I watch these people and I see the elevation of comedy. Richard Pryor was the first one that said what he said, when he said it, how he said it, and nobody couldn't tell him he couldn't do it. A lot of TVs, no, you can't do that here. You go, Richard said, okay, I'm gonna say what I want.
Right.
And he became one of the biggest comedians in the world. You know what I mean? So the thing about this comedy thing, you gotta study, man. You gotta study everything in life that you want to accomplish. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a police officer, you want to be a judge. You gotta study. You know what I mean? You're not gonna walk in the courtroom and say, Your Honor, I'm representing Ricky Barrino. What law school did you go to? What is your criteria? What did you, you know, how did you graduate? They need to know these things. But a lot of comedians, they still young, you know, they come to me, whatever information I can give them, free, here you go, bro. And Rick, what you think? That's it right there. But certain jokes, you gotta act out. Like I got some comedy jokes where I act out. You know what I mean? Face expressions is very important. Body language is very important. You know what I mean? If you notice comedians, when they perform, they like this. They walk back and forth. Back and forth. Yeah. So now not only is you focused, but now if you hit this joke, now you about to come with your next one. So you got time. So now let that simmer.
Right.
Now I'm coming back with this one. You know what I mean? And you know, a lot of comedians, they see it, they want it, but you gotta study it. Order to be a great comedian, man, and I respect everybody's craft. Everybody, when it comes to this comedy, I respect everybody. If the comedians come tonight and you ask, yo, what's up with Rick? They're gonna tell you, yo, Rick is that dude. Cause I'm comfortable in me, you know what I mean? I don't know if you know who Gerald Kelly is. Gerald Kelly, he's a huge comedian in New York. He's a heavy-set guy with green eyes. And three of his sons is comedians too, right? Quick story. I know I'm off track, but quick story. I did a show in the Bronx. It was a fundraiser for Christmas for people who get coats and stuff that don't have. So I goes to this show. My homegirl Queen B did the show. She put it all together. I heard of Gerald Kelly. I know who he was. I never met him. He's at the show, right? So he performs before me. Murdered the stage. Now killed it, right? Cool. So she called a singer and then she called a rap artist in between. Then she put me on. I came out, I was doing my set. I was in the zone. And I wasn't in the zone because Gerald was there. I was in the zone because this is my moment. I was owning this shit. You feel me? he stopped me in my set. He was like, yo, bro, no disrespect. Yo, what the fuck? He was like, yo, bro, this dude, but it shows that I didn't care who went before me. I respect who went before me, but my moment is my moment. So learning it, owning it, and producing it, man, that's the whole package of doing stand-up. But you gotta love it too.
You gotta love it. That's
gotta love it.
Wake up and love it.
Love it.
And like, what is your blueprint? Your words of wisdom that you use every day to keep you pushing forward. What's your words of wisdom that you give to a young comedian right now, or someone who want to get started in comedy?
All right. Again, you know, first of all, I'm a believer in God. You know what I mean? So I trust God in everything that I do, and He's given me this gift. So I always thank God for just blessing me with this gift. A word for a young comedian is to, if you want to do this, you know what I mean, and you want to make it your career. I left my job like 2007. I just left. Listen, I had money saved up. You know what I mean? I said, yo, man, because I want to do this comedy thing. I don't want to punch this clock no more. And I haven't missed a meal yet. And it's been almost 20 years that it's going on that I've been doing it. But I would tell them to, you know, again, study, love it, own it, work it, stay consistent with it. Don't get discouraged. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have bad days. Every day is not going to be good. There's been shows I have done, a show or two, where I was like, damn, I felt that I didn't do my best, but I knew when to get off. You know what I mean? So if I'm on stage, I'm giving you 6 minutes, and I'm not getting the energy I want, I'm gonna go in my bag, I'm gonna hit you with 2 that I know gonna hit, and then I'm gonna say, that's my name, Ricky Barrino, man, follow me on IG, follow me here, follow me there, and I'm gone. Even though I didn't do my best, but you gotta know when to leave too. Yes.
So how can someone reach out to you as a big brother, as someone who's somebody who wants a connection to just maneuver and navigate this game? How can you reach out to you?
I'm on Instagram. My name is Ricky Barrino. That's RICKY BARRINO 1569. I'm on that's Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Ricky Barrino. I'm on TikTok, Ricky Barrino. My email is BarrinoRicky, the number 2, AOL.com. And June 30th, I'm doing my 1 hour special out here in Brooklyn. 1 hour special called Blood on My Shoes, man. Holla at your boy, man.
All right, nice, man. So thank you so much, man.
I appreciate you, man. I love this, bro. Need the camera. Don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Yes,
y'all stay up, baby.
Being funny is the easiest part. It's the hard part is the business side. Getting the referrals, the booking aids and all that. That's the hard part. Learning the politics of that. Yeah, so it's, you know, just so if you already ready, you got all that shit. You got the website, you got your corporation, you got everything ready. Everything crisp, and you got a lot of followers on social media, so it's a package. Like, you have your shit ready. So when they be like, oh, let's book them, I want them to do my holiday party or my college or whatever. You got all the package, so now you just gotta perform. Do the shit you've been doing anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And execute. They can kill it. Don't go out there bullshitting. We work hard for a reason.